Okay, so this is part of a tutorial from the Cityscape course available on my Patreon. If you're interested in getting more like it and other courses like my nature course series, it is available on the Golden and Diamond Spoon tier list. But let's get back to the tutorial. Okay, so this is the third tutorial in the Anime Cityscape course. The video before this was the methods I use in making far away anime buildings. In this tutorial, we are going to focus on making somewhat a bit more detailed anime buildings that are fit for nighttime scenes. So this tutorial is going to be split into two parts. The first part, we are going to deal with the world texture, how to make a nighttime world texture that influences the textures inside that world to make it seem like it's nighttime. The second part of the tutorial is going to be the main texture of the building. There is also another texture of this building that I want to do in a different tutorial where I speak about the windows of buildings, so different types of windows in different buildings. We are first going to begin with our world texture. As you can see, we have a normal gray landscape, and we just need to go to the world shading tab, as I am now, and we need to do a little bit of changes. The first one is to duplicate the background node and add a mix shader and connect those two nodes together through that mix shader. After that, you need to bring in a light path node and plug that into the factor of the mix shader. So this first background node deals with the light color in the environment, and the second node deals with how the environment looks to the camera. So this first node, I'm going to lower the strength a little bit and change the color to maybe a dark blue. And as you can see on this building already, we have it looking nice dark blue, even though there are no textures on most of the building. And now we are going to add some nice dark clouds in the background, because as you can see, I added a rain overlay, so we need some clouds to make some sense. So for this background node, I'm also going to lower the strength and then bring in a noise texture and Control T that noise texture and plug it into the background node. And now all we need to do is bring in a color ramp, and we can add whatever colors we like. So what I did is I split it into a light part of the color ramp, which will be maybe the open parts of the sky where the clouds do not cover, and the other parts will be where the clouds are. And this noise texture will control the distribution of these colors. So I just played around with the scale and the detail, as well as with the Z scale on the mapping node, making it a bit bigger, so around 3.3 or something similar, because we want it to look like clouds. So now we are changing the noise texture to fit to our environment. And that is our world texture, a nice night cloudy scene. Now we move on to the base texture of the building. The first thing we need to do is we need to add the color. So the beginning of this texture is kind of the same as the previous tutorial. However, later on, we'll be adding more things to it to add a bit more detail. So first I brought in a noise texture and Control T the noise texture and brought in a color ramp. And now I can just manipulate that and change it to how I like. So I made the scaling a bit smaller to around 3 and made the color ramp a bit more tight together. So the color is more obvious. But now I'm going to manipulate the actual brightness of the texture itself, because it needs to be a bit more dull, because it's a nighttime scene. So I brought in a mix RGB or mix color, if you would like to call it, and plug that color ramp into it. Afterwards, I would set that mix color to a multiply and then change that color to around a nice blue, so that now when we influence the entire shader to make it darker, we make it darker with a bluish tint. But you could also make it any other tint that you want. You can make it a red, green, yellow, whatever. Now that is one thing we will do with the mix color, but we can just duplicate this mix RGB again, because what we want to do now is we want to make a gradient of light to dark, because at the top of a building you would probably get it to be darker at nighttime because there is no lights at the top of the building usually. Maybe there's a small light here and there, but not most of the time. And at the bottom of the light, there are normally street lights. So the bottom will be a bit more brighter than the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a gradient texture, Control T that gradient texture, and add a color ramp. You can add it in front or behind it, it doesn't matter. What I did is I added it behind. And then I would just rotate it so that the black part is on top and a bit slanted, and the bottom is a bit bright. Of this, I plugged that node 3 into the mix color multiply and played around the factor. So now the darkness is coming from the top and it gets brighter as it goes down. And then I'm going to use the same node 3 to add more light. So I duplicated the mix RGB or the mix color, plugged that gradient into it again, but this time switched it to add, because now it's going to add the light from the gradient node and not add the darkness from the gradient node. So now the bottom is brighter than the top and it's more apparent. After that, you can plug it into the BSDF, and there we go, we have a nice basic texture for our building. But it doesn't have a lot of texture or substance, as one can say. So what you can do, if you want to, you could make the distortion or the texture on the model match the noise texture in your color of the shader. So you could just bring in a bump node, you could plug that noise texture into the bump node and plug it into the BSDF. And there you can just play around with the roughness, the detail and the scale on the noise texture and get the look you want. And it doesn't look that bad. But for this building, I chose to go with a big texture again, like the previous tutorial, just making it a bit more detailed and a bit more obvious, because the camera is closer than the previous tutorial's one. And this BSDF itself is set to a low roughness and a bit more metallic. But that is the basics for our nighttime building pictures. But that is it for me today. Hope you enjoyed and see you in the next one. Alright, bye.